comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful.
There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line...
Turning it on! Quick step and go! He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback adapting. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Grab behind the line. It's Tyler. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. completion to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. Keeps the play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Big guy smells it. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now?
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic.
Touchdown, Bulldog! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Good news I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Reed. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
To the air on first down. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is...
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbells ringing on this third down in Starkville. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Taylor wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Snatch it. And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Makes the catch. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Barnett. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job at play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked...
Makes the grab down the left side. He's running free down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Return goes out of bounds.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now he'll fire back into the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Barnett. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got a man. It's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Taylor wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Glover. Turning it on. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to take a shot on second and short. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
So they're right on the doorstep. Couldn't pass it in last time. Maybe they'll just try to pound it in on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier. Boy, they did it right there.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Off play action. Looking for the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to do it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
It's a draw. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Shepard. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tyler. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Sweet cut there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. On the option. Now the toss. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Creates a little room. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. Kept it, and he's past the mark. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Really don't like that play call for 2 reasons. Number one, if you're down inside the 3-yard line, just run the football. Trust your guys up front to be able to get it done. But 2, if you are going to throw it, it's got to be a bang-bang play. You've got to have slants or quick outs or a back shoulder fade. Anything long developing.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer. Guys, what an impressive performance by the O.
And the Duke offense heads back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take what going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing. Defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Reed. He lets it fly. He makes a grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper, this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Pulls it in. It's Elliott. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Shepard. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to...
And into the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first. From the 35. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Denson. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Blue Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to throw, it's Bryant. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Second down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse,